Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to 90 Day Fiancé latest news. In the realm of reality TV, there are shocking events. Then there are tales that challenge the fundamental basis of our knowledge. There is no twist about this. There is a seismic change here. Two distinct names, two different worlds, two distinct histories. Stars from quite different spheres of the 90 Day Fiancé cosmos, Pedro Sophie and Sophie Sierra have crossed paths in a way none could have predicted. And from that collision what surfaced? Until today, the world never even noticed a love tale so securely guarded and passionately defended. Pedro Sophie was never meant to develop romantic feelings once more. Neither following Chantel. Not after the battles, the treachery, the ceaseless conflict between two families. The Jimeno-Everett marriage was a broadcast war, not only a romance. He left the house, the cameras, the fans who either loved or hated him. He left carrying just a suitcase and a soul battered. Additionally done was Sophie Sierra. Her relationship with Rob had been a trip through emotional gaslighting, control, and disillusionment. Fans saw her wail in toilets and search Los Angeles for herself. She is alone. She was not only walking away from a man when she at last departed. She was leaving who she had grown to satisfy him. Both of them were wounded, both under the prism of hunting, driven by the limelight, both tired. Love was not anything they needed. Their desire was not for love. Still yet, fate had other ideas. June, Miami, a private Discovery Plus event in a beautiful hotel beside Biscayne Bay. For a networking event, reality stars arrived. No cameras, no press, just drinks, bargains, and high-level producers whispering about next seasons. Sophie wore silver. She was gorgeous, ageless, rebellious. Pedro showed late and in black. They were not supposed to collide. Not even supposed to speak, were they? But something invisible snapped into place as Pedro passed Sophie close to the terrace bar. There were not fireworks in the moment. It came silently, simply comprehending. They spoke till the motel darkened. They strolled along to the shore. On the sand sat. "What do you miss about your old life?" she asked him. He omitted saying Chantel. He uttered peace. They swapped numbers under aliases that evening. Julio and Z, Pedro said jokingly, saved him as Shadow Man. Sophie was neither of them projected it would last. Still, they were texting once more by dawn. Again. Also once more. 1 year of silence louder than any controversy followed. They turned into ghosts just seen by each other. Sophie reserved brand trips to the Caribbean. Pedro enrolled in real estate classes in London. Every location tag, though, was a falsehood. Every grinning picture covered the truth. They stayed in boutique hotels and borrowed flats. In the rear of the tinted automobiles, they held hands. They kissed in Madrid beneath alleyway murals. Danced in a jazz club in Cuba where nobody knew them. Just in case, noted in journals rather than books. Friends were pledged to be silent. Phones ended up outside of rooms. Show producers began to probe questions. Pedro pretended to be laid back in his dating. Sophie made hints toward working on herself. Seeing her radiance, fans considered it as self-love. True love is what it was. Simply not the kind anyone expected. It was not like most weddings, not planned. Pinterest boards did not exist here. Not one floral consultation. Instagram does not have ring endorsements. Starting with one inquiry, it progressed. Pedro asked, "Do you want to disappear with me for a weekend?" "Only if we return as something different," Sophie says. He flew her to a beach town where his uncle had a little inn in the Dominican Republic. It was understated. Raw. Real. The trees had howler monkeys and salt in the air. On a beach of crushed coral, they traded vows. There isn't a wedding gown. Only a silk slip Sophie acquired at Tulum's second-hand store. No official present. Reciting words he had penned personally, just Pedro's uncle said. Two souls can find each other in the silence between lifetimes. Not visitors. Except a little country girl who gathered flowers and presented them to Sophie as she sauntered down the aisle barefoot. Pedro said in a whisper, "No cameras. Not even scripts. Only us. Forever starts in secret," Sophie said. Under a blood-orange sky they kissed. The water screamed. The cosmos stopped. Starting with a whisper, it grew. Envy and under NDA, a former roommate came into a picture on someone's phone during a rap party. Pedro and Sophie are kissing. Ocean behind them rings glinting in a hazy picture. In 24 hours it arrived on Reddit. Instagram fan sites were showing identical tattoos by the end of the week. Shared clothing. A peek of Sophie's voice in the backdrop of Pedro's life. TLC was blindsided. Rob posted black screen stories using cryptic phrases like, "Loyalty is rare now," and "Sometimes the villain isn't who they say it is." Chantel followed Pedro not at all. Her sister uploaded a TikTok mouthing, "Watch what happens next." The fan following divided right halfway. Team Sophie Chantel, the team. Theories burst. Was this accurate? Was it to be a spin-off? Had they simply chosen happiness or deceived their exes? Sophie pulled her Twitter. Pedro stopped publishing. The quiet came back, but this time it was not romantic. It was a storm just gathering strength. Pedro or Sophie have not confirmed the wedding as of yet today. They are not obliged, of course. Sophie sent a picture last week, showing her hand resting on Pedro's wedding band glistening in the sunset. The caption? An hourglass emoji for 1 single hour. There is a countdown, according to supporters. In what regard? A fresh program? A public revelation? A tell-all interview? Or perhaps just vaguely. It is the countdown to a different sort of love narrative. One that wasn't born on TV. One for which survival depends not on a franchise. One who redefines what it means to fall in love following a shattered relationship with fame. For this is more than just a wedding. This is not only a narrative turnabout. Something more than anyone could have dreamed is starting here. Pedro and Sophie, here is it. Unposed. Unfiltered. Unquestionably. This gossip is over. If you liked the video, then give your opinion in the comment box and stay with us by subscribing the channel. Thank you.